I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Nigerians for their independence, and we're happy at the progress the country has made in the area of promotion and protection of human rights. Even though it's not yet Uhuru, but there have been a lot of landmark achievements, since democracy came in 1999. You recall that in 1995, the National Human Rights Commission was established. And since the birth of democracy, we've had positive laws that protect human rights. You remember, we have had the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. We have had the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, which seems to have deepened the protection of women's rights. Things like rape have been redefined to give more protection to women. The Administration of Criminal Justice Act has been passed to quicken access to justice, and also, try to offer more protection to people who give evidence. It's required by the Administration of Criminal Justice Act to reduce things like, torture, or and make people to give evidence freely, to make sure that while people are now giving evidence, or their statements are being recorded, that there are modern facilities like maybe using camera to video it, and the presence of somebody's lawyer there. We've also had um, new legislations like the Anti-Torture Act, which has now criminalized torture, and made torture a no-no. In fact, uh, under no circumstances can torture be permitted. You remember before, most of the uh, statements of accused persons in court will be confessional statements. And these confessional statements, nobody knows how they were obtained. But the combination of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act and the Anti-Torture Act now make it possible that before, if a statement is made by an accused person that he was forced, or that his statement was not obtained fairly, the court will just do what they call a trial within a trial. And if they find out that that statement was not voluntary, the court will just, discard the statement and continue with the trial. And the police officer who obtained that evidence by torture will go scot-free. But with the passage of the Anti-Torture Act now, it has made it a criminal offense. So if the court finds out that an evidence was obtained by torture, it does not only discard that evidence, that officer who obtained it by torture will now be tried for a crime and be convicted. And of course, you can see also women gathering last year with the National Assembly and insisting that their rights must be protected. There were so many pro-women legislations that the National Assembly could not pass, but have promised that they are going to do so now. And all these things are advancing the promotion and protection of human rights. For the Commission, the number of complaints we receive now have quadrupled. We receive more than 2 million complaints a year. Of course, we have expanded our ability to give access to Nigerians to protect and defend their rights. The Commission is now in the 36 states. The Commission has offices in 36 states. Now, we are also using modern information technology. We have what we call a call center, a toll-free number, where you can dial 6472 or NHRC on the keypad of your phone. Is a toll-free number. And that means that any Nigerian in any part of Nigeria, once you have a telephone, you can lodge your complaint before the National Human Rights Commission. Like I said, it's not yet Uhuru. I mean, violations, even in developed societies like America and Britain, there are still violations of human rights every day. But the point now is, unlike what used to happen in the past, where These things were not reported. Nobody knew about them. We keep improving the infrastructure for people to be able to voice out their complaints, because it's only when you complain that even the possibility of addressing it comes. If you don't even complain and nobody knows about it, what can anybody do? Even if we don't address all of them, but at least the starting point to promote and protect your right is to complain first. And when people lodge the complaints here, we have what we call a complaint treatment mechanism, which is a fair hearing process. Because if you complain, we also must hear from the other side of the story. So what we are trying to do is to reduce the response time, so that if it will take 1 week before to respond, we are shortening it to 2 days. And then, but the challenge most times is to get in touch with even the complainant at times, or the alleged violator. For instance, if you live in Nyanya, where maybe there has been no lights for 2 or 3 days and your phone has not been charged, and the commission is now trying to reach you, how is it going to do that? So it's a challenge. At times you call, and Nigerians, we don't so much insist. You may call the person after 1 week, after lodging a complaint, he says he's no longer interested. We get cases like that. But I want you to be rest assured that the commission does whatever it can to reach out to as many of the complainants and resolve the problems as quickly. We use many methods, like we use mediation, conciliation, and also liaising with the police and other government agencies that may be involved to make sure that these issues are resolved.